Well, now that the secret is out, I guess I can go ahead and get this guy on a lift today. Here's the thing about this car. Since I was keeping it secret, I had no way of putting it on a lift. So aside from outer appearance stuff that I showed you guys on last video, I don't actually know what all I need for this car. Today, I'm gonna get this thing on a lift. We also have to prep. The flooring is gonna be done tomorrow. So Latticrete's coming out tomorrow, doing a fully custom job, and that's gonna be so sick. But all of the cars obviously have to be out or up. And by the way, this is something really sick. Now, it does feel okay outside right now, so I'm not worried about doing air conditioning, but here are our two massive Mr. Cool units. I'm really excited to install those, but we have to figure out a way to mount the mini splits. Thinking about doing like plywood with some like 2x4s behind it or something like that, we'll figure it out. But I also would like to get an entire rear wall, but I don't really know where to go from there. I don't really know exactly how that's gonna work, but it also does have heat. And so I definitely wanna get that rolling before winter comes. But yeah, so this car, honestly, so I showed you this car last video. It's super cool. And by the way, we do actually have the other headlight. Yeah, there you go, right there. These are actually super expensive from factory now. Like, I didn't realize this, but everything about these cars, honestly, okay, no, let me just go back real quick. Everything about every Japanese car now is getting expensive, and it's getting wild. These were like $10,000 3 years ago. You couldn't even buy this car for $10,000 now. But anyways, we obviously have a lot to diagnose. You know, I gotta make sure these Brembos still work. I mean, they might even need to be rebuilt, which is not a huge deal. Obviously, we got the rust spot that's gotta be dealt with. And so we've gotta cut a lot of that out, and I've gotta get a custom piece of metal made and just, you know, make a brand new piece of metal and weld it on. We've got a lot to do. First, we're gonna see if I can air this tire up, make it easier at pushing. If not, I gotta go to the store and grab some car dollies. I think we are good, Holmes. Wow, just airing the tire up actually makes the car look a little bit more, it still looks like crap. Ugh. I had a set of 4 of these, but the downside of moving is you lose them all. I bought them for the Subaru that we rebuilt years ago, which is a proof. Super fun.
First time on the lift.
Oof! And so it begins. What is this dangly thing under my... All right, we're gonna get the car up in a second, but I'm just letting this sink in right now, because I wish today was the day I could just yank this motor out, do a manual compression check, make sure all is good. The guy I bought the car from did say that it came with ARP head studs, so I don't know if the motor's been opened. Obviously it's been open. I guess the head has been lifted off at some point. I would love to know if it has head work, and so, you know, I might take a few days to really diagnose the motor and make sure everything's good. I can't do it right now though, point being, because the floors are being done, and if I get anything on the floor, like coolant or oil, I'm done. I'm done, they're gonna shoot me. They're not gonna be very happy. So today we'd like to just get everything kind of figured out, cleaned up. I guess we could probably vacuum the inside and clean the inside.
My favorite
That's your favorite thing to do. But honestly, it's funny to see this thing's been in a barn. Seriously, I don't know, nobody knows how long it's been in the barn, but it's been in a barn for a long time. And there could be some barn critters in the car. We're gonna see what's up with that today. And then I gotta make sure we diagnose like what in the hell kind of freaking wheel keys. I have that wheel key. I think there's one that had like a really, okay, this one's a super weird wheel key. Gotta see how many spiders are in here ready to bite my hand off and all that. Let's get her up first. I wanna see what the car looks like underneath.
I feel like you need elevator music.
So you never know with cars cars like this, like, I don't know if the frame is straight. I don't know where it came from. Could have been in freaking Connecticut or New York and just be completely rusted out, so crossing fingers that everything's okay. From what I can tell though, whoever owned this and was trying to build it before did put tons of money into the right places. From the twin disc clutch, coilovers, the real Varus and Cybon parts that it has on it, it's probably $10,000 in just mods in this car. And then somebody bought it and bought an eBay turbo and manifold for it, which is that's stupid.
You're probably watching your videos.
Hey, if the original owner finds me, you can't have it back, but let me know if this is you. So oh my God, is the motor hell? Okay, I was gonna say, is the motor, oh, there's spiders everywhere. That's a nice, that's a freaking Tilton.
How is the motor?
By one motor mount. So,
And
yeah.
a strap right there.
And a strap. There's the oil return. We're gonna go ahead and, that's probably got freaking water all in it. I actually am definitely gonna have to take the motor out. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna take the motor out, I'm gonna take the oil pan off, I'm gonna clean everything, and I'm probably gonna check bearings. I'm gonna have to crank everything over, I'm gonna check compression and everything. No way I'm gonna do a bunch of work to this and then risk it. This has definitely been slammed and bent at some point, or maybe not, I don't know. I can't really tell because there's no like,
Nothing straight.
No point of reference that's straight. It's got rust. It's not like bad rust. I mean, it's all surface rust. It's not like frame, like the frame's not rusting out or anything. That's no dead spider. The suspension looks okay. Nothing looks bent. It doesn't look like it's been like crashed, warped, scraped. The car hasn't been too low or anything like that. I'm just seeing a lot of rusted out bolts. Oh, this, actually the subframe is pretty rough. That's actually really, that's a lot of surface rust. Yeah, that subframe is not the greatest I've seen. I'll come under here once the floor is done and probably power wash the underside of the car. But honestly, for something found in a barn,
Good bones.
good bones. There's gotta be so many Black Widows living in there, or brown recluses, dude. We should buy one of those bug bombs and just put it in the car. Just
Sounds good.
I wanna look at the inside now. So we know the bones of the car is okay, fuel tank's okay, subframe's not that great, but let's check out the other stuff. Let me show you though, while this car is down. I mean, this car has legit Varus parts on it. It's all Sparco, like genuine Sparco seats on the inside. We're gonna need to get some lights in here, but it's got actually some aftermarket looking seat rails. They look like Sparco seat rails, and listen, I don't know everything about the MRs. It might have come with they look like aftermarket seat rails though. They don't look like OE spec, but I don't know. It's also a car from 2005 and whatever. Go around to the hood. You have, it's real Cybon right there. You have the stamp of approval right there. It's just interesting. I honestly just want to know, like, what happened? What is the story behind this car? And maybe I'll look up the VIN and we'll figure that out. But trunk, that's a real VIS. They actually, it's kind of funny, they actually wrapped the carbon around to the bottom too. It's not full carbon. I mean, most of the time you see a carbon fiber trunk, it's just fiberglass with some carbon over it, but it is very, very light actually. Like, wow. Even still, that fiberglass light as hell, boy. There's a freaking, what, a dead body? What, is that freaking a bag of sand? I just tried to pick this up and it's like crunchy, squishy. I think it's actually a bag of sand to maybe make sure the car doesn't move or anything. Dog. And then these coilovers, super expensive. Probably more money in parts than I paid for the car itself, so dubs. Freaking seat is just like, okay. Okay, so he's messed with the fuel pump.
Yep.
I'm not really keen on that. I'm gonna get one from Deechworks anyway. That's a question right there. Yeah, and then somebody was trying to do some janky audio stuff. We can definitely rip that. Okay, nope, just keep that under the seat, I guess. All right, let's see. How many critters you gonna find? This is Victoria's favorite part. Dude, look at that, that's clean. This thing mint, bro. How is this thing in a barn? Yo, Jerome, how you doing over here, bro? I like your cut, Chief.
I wanna know if this is fine.
We wanna know what is?
It came up like super easy,
Somebody died, let me see it. Ew, that's gotta be like brown mold
but it
or
looks like
somebody shit their pants right here, dude. Smell it.
ew.
It's pretty comfy back here. Aside for the fact that I could die, literally, if I hit my face on that. It's not too bad. Real Sparco bar. Whoever owned this, dude. There's even parent side lights and stuff. So this guy was a car enthusiast. So this is, the front's a little intriguing. You notice that there's like a, oh! Oh, he's dead. Okay, thank God. Aren't those like really poisonous? It's a what's it, centipede or millipede? What's the poisonous one? Is it dead? Oh, no, okay, weird. Oh my. Aren't these things like deadly?
Yeah, I think so.
These are centipedes.
That's a centipede.
Millipedes are the ones that are. Dude, I hate this thing. How many more of those are in here? What if they planted a society in here and we just haven't found them yet? This is pretty bad. Oh, yo, I love receipts. Yo, let's go. Hold on, what does it say? Bro, okay, hold on, I can read it.
You got it?
Yep. Rent a wreck, store and shop.
Oh, rent a center?
Rent a wreck. Rent. You guys see this? You might not be able to. It says, you can barely see it. Rent a wreck, stop and shop. $3. My homie spent $3.41. Rent a wreck. What? I love seeing receipts and French fries on these old cars.
Don't know what this is.
Oh, that's a clutch alignment tool. He has a wheel key. Oh, nice. Clutch, dude. Okay, so these rear ones are like super intriguing, and we got them.
What are these? You look at that one.
Oh. Title transfer. ND. North Dakota? This car came from North Dakota? It says ND Department of Transportation, April 7th, 2015.
It went to Michigan.
What?
It went to Michigan. Look at the transfer registration.
So it came from North Dakota, eh? And went to, where do you see Michigan?
MI new registration.
Oh, MI title transfer, Michigan. So this thing was up north. How did it get down here? Into a barn?
Within 4 years.
Within 4 I don't know. Hey, title's in my name now, so I own the car. Dude, what the heck? Nuts. Anyways, that's interesting.
Put your tongue on this.
Are you serious? This is nasty. It's like half rust, half carpet semen. We've learned enough about this. We learned a lot about this car today. That's pretty sick. Maybe like this side was rolled up and this side wasn't, because the harnesses on this side are totally fine. The harnesses on that side, one is a little bit rusted. So I'm wondering, maybe it was like sitting, it obviously was sitting outside for a period of time, maybe even before the barn. Maybe they just had this window open. They didn't want to figure out how to roll up the window and got a little bit of weathering or something over here. Science. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it for the first time, it was definitely either in a wreck or the dude took it on a freaking jump. The front of the frame is definitely a little bit crooked. And so that's gonna be an intriguing,
So my observation is that's not the original bumper.
It's not the original bumper, no.
So that's what I'm thinking, is it probably had like a front end rack, maybe?
It could have. It looks like this little side is pushed up a little bit, which also makes sense why it doesn't, I mean, it kind of turns by itself a little bit. And so I'm definitely intrigued, and frame damage is usually pretty much always repairable. So definitely gonna cross my fingers now. And that might be why this side doesn't have a motor mount or something in it. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and buy all new motor mounts. This guy's a little old and ugly anyways. I'm gonna take the motor out, and then once I get the motor out, the car will be a little bit easier to push. We might have to actually end up bringing this thing to a frame shop. So, you know, that's kind of what I was a little bit anticipating the first day, because again, you never know what happens. Evo, I'm gonna love you so much. You never had an owner this good. What is
Let's take stuff out.
Huh? No, it's fine. It's that heavy. It's like filled with, no, it's literally filled with rocks. Oh, why? I think it's feed or something.
Oh, really?
It's got wood in here to probably hold up the transmission, I guess. Dude, this is weird. I'm just like weirded right now.
Texas?
Yeah. I'm learning today, boys. This is freaking crazy. Aside from that, this is the most Chinese twin scroll I've ever seen in my life.
And you would know.
This thing screams eBay more than anything I've done to a Civic. Look at those welds, bro. Terrible. This thing probably flows like a straw. I wish I could do a little bit more. As soon as this floor is done, I'm taking the motor out and we're gonna inspect that. And I honestly think as soon as I get the motor out, I'm gonna disassemble most of the motor while I take it, while it is in an alignment, like a frame alignment place, because 100% I know it's gonna need to be a little bit adjusted, because it definitely looks like it was just like, pop, it was bopped a little bit right there. This is like the craziest, weirdest, coolest, interestingest adventure I've done yet. And I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm here for it. I did at least get a little bit of experience with the WRX that we did, and we did a great job on it. So, Evo, what do you think? He wants to go inside because it's a little bit wet. Now I gotta make sure I get my R35 to the other side of the garage, get my IS into here, and then I'm going to put this Evo onto this lift, get it real nice and high so people can walk under it tomorrow for the custom floors. Grand Theft Auto stop, get out of here, bro. Get him. Okay, got some cars in the garage, got most of the rolly things around, and we're finishing up cleaning out the shack for tomorrow's custom floor. Look how high this thing is. That's not even like, it's like halfway up, dude. About to put the Evo up too. This is really cool. I'd love to know more about it, but honestly, I'd rather just see it run and just start having fun with it. Can't wait to tear it apart and like really get out into the nitty gritty and see what's going on. Might need a rear subframe. Might need some of you guys' Evo's help, but here we go. First video on the Evo, diagnosing all the things, and I'm pretty sure we got some frame damage and an interesting past. So at the end of every day, I give you guys daily advice. And actually, what's crazy is I've been doing daily advice since before the Subaru build. I can't believe I've been doing it for that long. That's nuts. This was actually, I saw one of my good friends post this on his Facebook today, but I saw that, I was like, dude, that's actually a really good one. Sometimes I see things during the day, or whether it's a Bible verse, or it's somebody like talking on Facebook, or it's something that I can respond to on Twitter or Instagram. My friend said this, and he said, surround yourself by people that concentrate more on the future than the past. And that's super, super important. It's so important to make sure you surround yourself by people who are more future focused, who understand that there's something you can do every day to better yourself and to grow. And that's how I live my life. The past is what's built you up to today. Now you gotta keep building. It's your responsibility to keep going every single day. Build, brick by brick. Every single day is a new brick. Oh, that's a good one. Every day of your life is a new brick. You gonna lay one today or not? But seriously, whenever you do surround yourselves by people that are a little more forward focused and focus more on like how they're going to be, what they're going to do with their lives. It's so important to surround yourselves by people like that, because you're just gonna get dragged down. You're gonna stop laying bricks if you surround yourself by people that don't lay bricks. But that's what we got for you today. Look at the shack behind me, but that's so sick. Also at IS300, still waiting on harness stuff, dude. Sorry guys, I want it to run too. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Hey, I got 2 videos to watch. You should watch them and subscribe. That's it.